Wow, are we live yet or are we live not?
Tell us.
That's interesting to know. It looks like that we are live.
Okay.
So today we are gathered at the workshop by Irene Kangasniemi, an amazing local person who does the handicrafts. This is me, Alex from All About Lapland. I will be monitoring the discussion and reading comments for you guys and guiding a few technical things. We have my wife Julia here, who runs our Aurora shop, .fi, and of course here we have Irene Kangasniemi, and I'm going to go away from the picture for a second and I'll just show you girls from this camera, and we can start our discussion.
Yeah, so it's been asked for many times that we meet with Irene, and finally we did. On camera, finally we did. So, so what's your name?
My name is Irene Kangasniemi, Irene Kangasniemi.
Yeah, and where are you from?
I am from East Lapland.
East Lapland. And you've been living whole life here in the north?
Almost. I study art in Helsinki 5 years. But then we came back to the Lapland because this is my home area.
Yeah. So, and your grandparents also from the region, so you can...
Exactly, my mother, father and great-father, they are from Russian part.
Part close to Russia.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have a lot of generation who lived here, and you used to this northern life in here in the cold.
Yeah.
And what do you do now here?
In Lapland?
Yes.
I make handicraft from very ecological materials like reindeer antler, reindeer bones, reindeer leather, reindeer tender, many kinds. And in my family we have had always reindeers, I don't know how many generations, maybe 50 generations.
So you decided to make this generation tradition and produce more nice hornworks from it, and also the leather products from the reindeer.
Yes, because I have lived in the middle of handicraft, you know. I remember when my grandfather made sled, you know, behind the reindeer, because he used reindeer like transport, you know, before snowmobile came to Lapland 1961.
Yeah, so the reindeer have been a big help for local peoples for generations here, like a transport and also like a food.
And reindeers are the reason why people came to Lapland here about 10,000 years ago.
Yeah. So maybe we should clarify also some stuff like the reindeer antler. It's actually very sustainable and cool material to work with, because nobody is harming the reindeers.
Yes.
They actually drop the antlers
once a year.
Once a year, yeah.
So here I show you what kind of reindeer antler is in summer.
Yeah.
And there's a hair, and this is very important because in summer this is very sensitive. This is very soft inside, and this velvet hair must be here. It saved this very soft antler.
So they have a blood circulation inside.
Blood running very fast, and reindeer antler can growing even 2 centimeters per day.
Whoa, that's huge. They need a lot of calcium.
Yes, they need a lot of calcium. Yes, and then it's illegal to cut reindeer antler in summer.
Yeah, so nobody actually cutting them.
No, never. But there was a car accident, you know.
Yeah, unfortunately, sometimes it happens, and this reindeer poor suffered from the car.
Yeah, now it is reindeer heaven.
Yeah, so that's why we have this nice example to show. But usually, like actually when Irene brought this one today to me, I was like, I never saw this before because it's very rare.
Yeah. And this is the next process. This antler is coming very hard, very quickly, and this hair go away. And Mother Nature doesn't waste anything here in Lapland. Yeah. So small animals like squirrels, rabbits, mouses, they eat that immediately because there's a lot of material, vitamins.
We saw those plenty of times when reindeers start to make the horns thick, and then they start to actually kind of itch everywhere and possible to get this fur away. It's look a bit bloody sometimes when they do this.
Yeah.
But as Irene told that small animals like to have this stuff from reindeer, and then after some time they look like this.
3 months.
3
Reindeer
months.
antler is so big one.
And this is from the big reindeer.
This is reindeer 5 years old. This is quite maximum size. Little bit. Every year it's growing bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
And now it's reindeer honeymoon time now.
Oh, okay.
And did you know that one reindeer have 25 female reindeers?
No, I didn't. Oh.
Are you happy that your husband is not reindeer?
Yeah, very much. Don't even think.
Well, I saw some reindeer the other night in the darkness. We were hunting on the mice with them. By the way, if I can interrupt
You have
your
questions?
talk for a second, we have some nice comments.
Oh.
First of all, we have people joining us from the Michigan in the US.
Wow.
We have Okusi saying that she's so amazing, meaning you, Irene. We visited her several years ago. My daughter and a friend loved her. So nice, interesting, funny, and talented. So this is the comment from Okusi. We also have greetings from Madeline from Portugal and from Astrid from North Denmark. And we also have Tommy, who is from Shanghai now. What time is in Shanghai, Tommy? Is it midnight or what time it is in Shanghai? Here it is 30 minutes past noon. We also have Valentina from Moscow. And we have Sirpa Salo saying hi guys from Florida. So we have viewers from all around the world.
Yeah. We was wondering who would be watching in USA now because it's so late or early in the morning, but luckily guys you can make it.
Well,
Yeah.
this is our comment so far. Please continue.
So reindeer need this antler because they fighting
For 25 females.
yes, against the other males. And what is important, what I want to explain to you,
Would you like
this part of antler name is crown, kira in Finnish.
Yeah.
After the reindeer honeymoon, this is coming soft again, blood here that reindeer can drop antlers.
Yeah.
Because they cannot survive from our Arctic winter if they must carry these antlers whole long winter.
Yeah,
Therefore
sure.
they drop. And we make, this is my husband's main material. And we buy this material from reindeer herders because my husband make chandeliers and many kind of things.
For example, you can see some of Irene and Ari's work in Nili, restaurant Nili in the city center of Rovaniemi, if you come in to Lapland. So this is the whole range, one of the antlers which reindeer has each year.
Yeah.
So females also has the antlers, but much smaller. Is it right?
Yes.
This is because the one we saw now is from a 5 years old reindeer, and probably he has a lot of male reindeer, and probably he has a lot of females. And this is from
Female reindeer antler.
and they have a different purpose for the reindeer for the antlers.
Like Lappish handicraft is practical for using. Mother Nature is very wise. We Lappish people, we respect practical things. So this size is enough. Because female reindeers are pregnant 9 months, and wintertime they must fighting for food against the other reindeers.
Yeah.
And because male reindeer they don't have antlers, their status is here. They say yes, yes, yes. Because mother reindeer push other reindeers with this antler because
So,
it must
to
it must
protect-
eat
enough food to carry
yeah.
So the reindeer female the reindeer male need antlers for the fighting for the woman, and then when it's done they drop it away, and then females get the antlers to feed herself, basically to protect her food and to make some boundaries around.
Yes, and when new reindeer baby has born on May, when mother reindeer can see that the baby reindeer can running very fast, then they lose antlers.
Nature is very smart and
yes. When now I'm 60 years. Oh no, I'm 60 years. I remember when my mother told me when I was about 5 years old. I don't remember. Irene, don't ever fighting against the Mother Nature because Mother Nature is always number one.
That's
so
true.
I mean, and we live so near nature that we want to respect Mother Nature. So
That's
it's important.
Very important stuff.
Yeah.
So you use these antlers to make jewellery, the whole antler, but then also possible to cut them, kind of like a wood, and then to make some other stuff like you can see here, it's a very dark one, but if you cut it in the middle, you will get this nice structure.
Yes, and polished.
Yeah.
This is with pigment.
Yeah.
And this is without pigment.
Yeah.
It's like a, ivory or
it
marble.
looks like a stone or something. It's very light actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the whole antler is heavy, but when you make some small stuff, it's very light. And you can draw some stuff on top of it, so to make some local symbols. So this is a very nice material, very flexible, and you can do a lot of stuff from it. And Irene is doing a lot of jewelries, and this box what we have here, this is for the customers who can visit you, and they can make themselves the whatever they wish actually.
They can make little memory from these ecological materials. And greetings from can you say the family who has been here?
It's Okusi. Okusi is the name of the account. Maybe Okusi can, if he or she is still watching, maybe you can tell what is your family name. If Okusi is like your real name. While I'm talking, I also read a few comments. So we have Sirpa Ristel from Melbourne, Australia, and by the way, Tommy from Shanghai, telling that it's 5 hours ahead of Finnish time, so it's evening already in Shanghai. And we have Georgia in the US, Macedonia from Maine. Jane is joining us from Maine in USA, and it's very early, 5:30 a.m. there. 5:30. Jane, congratulations for such an early wake up. And we have also Caroline from Wyoming, USA, joining us. And by the way, guys, if you have any questions regarding all of these handicrafts, all of these materials, then I think you can put them in the comments here, and I will read them once we have enough comments, and I will let you girls continue with your stuff.
And will respond who was here. So you want to show this one?
I want to show this.
There.
So reindeer and past.
Yeah, you show a little bit to your right.
To this one. Yep.
Yes.
Almost there.
Just show it here, like normally.
Nice.
Yes, this is the spot just in front of you.
So, for example, this is very, very good. For example, traditional handicraft. So this is a spoon from Inari, where my husband is from, made from reindeer antler, and symbol here is the moon. This is the moon. And this is Inari Lake, and this is Jutua River, and clinging here in Lapland, if somebody clinging, we would bat things away. It bring lucky.
Yeah. So basically, this is a reindeer antler which was polished, and then with
carving,
you make these drawings, and then also holes. This probably was difficult to put in. Looks very skillful.
Yeah. Then.
Yeah, sure. So
then
the product actually what we have in our store also.
This is
this
is knife. What is very important traditional tool from Lapland. We say puukko, and it's coming from this material puu. And my husband make knives, and knife is practical tool.
Yeah, people use it to survive here, to go to the forest,
make a fire, cleaning fish, make a eat by knife. And in our culture, if you want to show somebody that you respect him, normally him, you give a knife a present.
Oh, I didn't know that.
No
much.
coins or nothing.
Okay. Because actually I think in Russia culture it can if you give a knife you need to go to give some coins or something, because then it would be different. In each country there is different tradition, but this is a very nice knife. It was made with damask, if I'm correct.
Yes, this blade is from West Lapland, from blacksmith.
Yes.
My husband make cooperation.
Oh. So this is a Damascus steel, and then here's reindeer antler,
wood, birch, and antler.
Yeah, so very skillful, and also to put in this
and this
reindeer.
Traditional ornaments and made by other. I show you.
Oh, this is a small one.
Make with
by knife.
Yes.
Oh, then it's very difficult. It's
yes.
Reindeer horn actually is very strong material to put carve on it.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So we don't have a damask knife, I think, at the moment in our store, but we have a carbon steel knives also.
Yeah.
So if somebody is interested, you can check also the knives there, and those are handmade. So
yeah, there is over 100 steps to make knife by hand. You know.
I cannot even start to make it. It looks very complicated. But then you have the fruit knives.
Yes.
We should probably start from this, like, guess what is it? Because they look a bit different.
If you need knife very quickly, ta-dam! This is like a pocket knife.
Yeah,
you know. We have one knife in our car when we need, if we must cut something very quickly.
So this is also made from.
This is antler, and this is. This is tumor from birch, you know.
It's a birch bull,
gnarl.
Yeah.
And it takes, it's growing very, very slowly, but it takes only 5% energy from the mother tree. So they're growing, and this is very, very hard. And it's shining like northern lights if you look this, you know.
Yeah, they change. This is not drawings, nothing. It's just wood polished, and then because of this structure, it has this nice.
Because the cells
changes.
go very.
Yeah, it's growing in a different direction. Yeah. And some of you might know that this type of materials are very commonly used to make kuksa cups.
Yes, and
which we have.
Yes, we have here.
Oops.
Kuksa.
And I know that in our store a lot of people ask why it's so expensive, the kuksa, because of the material. It's very rare. And then because it's always handmade, and it's always made in Lapland. Kuksa is originally from Lapland.
Yeah, so kuksa is very traditional cup, because past time there was no metal in Lapland, you know. Metal came by explorers when they came here from Europe, for example. But this is very popular. When baby has born, they want to buy this for the baby.
We had a lot of customers from Finland, like locals, who came to the store, want to buy the small cups. This is a small actually size, and they always tell like, yeah, our friend just got a baby, and we want to give them the present. So this is a very common stuff. There is a tradition that each baby should have at least one cup.
I remember one baby when she was, I think 7 years. She came here and she wanted to buy a bigger one.
Okay.
She said that now I'm a big girl.
That's true. So this is about wood and antler, but the main topic what we wanted to discuss today was actually your amazing drums, what you're making. And Irene want to show you, this one, yeah. So how everything started for you with the drums.
I have done drums almost 40 years. I started to make 1981. And I have been always interested from the shaman drum. Shaman is like witch doctor, healer, many names for shaman. Shaman name is come exactly from Russian, but we say tietäjä, you know,
in Finnish,
tietäjä. And this is my illustration from my great-great-grandfather. He was very, very famous shaman. He lived in East Lapland, and people came all over the Lapland to ask help from him.
Shamans also was people who was wisdom, who has some knowledge and can advise you in some difficult situations.
Yes, shaman was person people wanted to ask why I have problems in my life. Or very common question, where are my reindeers? I cannot find my money. Where are my reindeers?
Yeah, because reindeers are always, up to this moment, they live in the wildness.
Yeah.
They don't live in the special fences or somewhere.
Yeah.
So
people
Farmers always want to know where the reindeers are.
They wanted to know when is best time to do something. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Like probably ask about kids too, something.
Yeah, or what kind of sickness I have, you know.
So it's also healer and wise man, and then just a person to ask questions.
Yeah.
So you had your grandfather who was great-grandfather.
Yeah.
Who was into
No, great-great-grandfather.
Great.
I am here. This generation.
Oh, you had three of your family here.
And then I am relative to him from my mother's side and father's side. Both sides. And what was pastime before shaman started to make ritual, he made a fire, he or she. This is very interesting. In West Lapland, shamans were male. East Lapland, female and male.
Okay.
So she or he made a fire, and this material here is raw reindeer leather.
Yeah. So
where I have taken hair away.
So this is bright and you can see through it almost leather. So without the hair, and you can color it if you wish.
Yes, I'm colorist, you know, excuse me.
This one beautiful, but when Irene starts to color them, it also looks nice.
Yeah.
So, and then you need to take the skin and to pull it onto
when it
this
is
shape.
wet.
Yeah. And how long does it take to dry it?
It depends from the weather, because this leather must leaving all the time. When it is wet weather or raining, this leather is coming like this. How you say this? This leather is coming like this.
So it's
not
straight.
so straight. And when sun is shining, it's coming, you know, very tight.
Too tight. Yeah. So the skin of the reindeer change all the time, depending on the weather. Is it humid or dry weather? So
and therefore, shaman made a fire that he or she
warm up the drum.
Yes,
to make so the skin become tender, and he can use it as a tool to give some advices to people.
And what is very interesting,
the symbols.
Yes, symbols. And look here. This all means reindeers. But shaman painted his or her drum by hand. So the
they can visualize a different
by themselves.
Different style. The same symbol, reindeer, can be visualized in different styles depending on the shaman's preferences, basically. So there is in each. And
this is the sun.
This is one of the most common drums.
Can you turn it a little bit to that? Yes, now we can see it better.
And some symbols are very realistic. This is reindeer.
Because it's reflecting the light. Okay, now it's good.
Reindeer.
Yeah.
Moose, elk.
Yes, the bigger one.
Moose, reindeers up to mountains. This is sacrifice place. This is god of thunder. Because god of thunder was very important. Because reindeer walk always against the wind. Never that wind is behind. So people have asked help god of the wind. Can god of wind change the wind?
Yeah.
That people can put reindeers inside a winch, for example. This I respect a lot of. This is god of death.
Okay.
So I respect. It is always in this place.
Is it true that then in shaman drums that you have a structure like past life and what's happening? How do you call it, Alex?
Underworld.
And then it was three different stuff in there.
One moment.
You want the big one? We have something special for you guys. This is around 70 centimeters long drum.
Yeah. This is heaven, earth, and underworld.
Okay.
And someone went to the Shaman went to trance, you know trance.
Deep.
Outside or his
meditative state.
Yeah. And then he asked help from the gods, you know, or underworld. This underworld is opposite world, not bad, not bad. So our floor is their floor.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And very good sound.
Yeah, the bigger the drum is, the better the sound is because of the volume of the skin. This is a
Fox.
So usually in the drums there is a lot of animals because it was like all around the places that people live. So they want to show what they have and like to cherish it.
For example, they wanted to know they went to the hunting or something. They wanted to ask where are the fox are now. This is the moon. Last time people respect a lot of moon because there was no electric light.
Yeah, so in the night the only type of light you can get is the moon or the fire.
So here you understand they are two person with reindeer. Some symbols are very realistic.
Yes, some is very easy, some is more complicated. Can you tell about this one? I think we've been asked for
this means communication, you know.
Oh, Wi-Fi, guys.
And this is very magical symbol.
Magical symbol.
Yeah. And then someone needed dice, you know,
to get answer from the.
Yes, and past time it was from reindeer antler, and when metal came to Lapland, they use metal, you know.
So they they make a fire, warm up the drum, and then they go to trance to get the answer for the question what was in the mind.
Yes, and joiku is very traditional singing from Lapland. People sing joiku.
Yeah,
it's helped to shaman go to trance. This is only demonstration.
Yeah, guys, we are not going to answer all the questions.
Wait a second, we will change the microphone to make it.
Because this is going to be very.
Start moving between this bird, you know, and when shaman back. She or he read it where it has been, which
symbol does it touch? So it helps to answer the questions. So, and it can take for hours to get the answers.
Yes, sometimes questions were very difficult. You know, I know one story that king from Sweden. You know, his daughter was very ill, sick, and he sent some kind of group to Lapland to ask help from the shaman, you know. And shaman was in trance few days, you know, because he tried to help this daughter that she doesn't
to cure her from the disease. So that's why shaman drums are very has a big meaning for local people, and it's a very it has a deep historical past in these local traditions, and then they look each one different. As you saw, the first one has this sun in the center. This one, it's structured a bit different, and the size is also. So if you want to hear the drum, the nice sound from the drum, it's better to take bigger. Like this is a extra big size.
And what is very interesting, when explorers came from Europe, they took 71 authentic drums to Europe. So England, Italian, France, Germany, and Norway, Sweden, they have authentic drums in their museum.
Okay, so.
But it was very good because when religion came to Lapland, they wanted to destroy all drums.
Yeah, unfortunately it happens, but luckily it survived in some volume, maybe not all of them, but so this is
yes, and this color is from nature. bark from birch.
So yeah, if you just joining us, so this is the natural color of the reindeer skin, very bright, and almost you can see through it. If you can see, yeah, in the video even you can see that you can see the hand through it. But then if you color with the natural like berries or mushrooms, you can have this nice colors to it.
Yes, and I am a colorist because we have 8 seasons here in Lapland. It's coming from the reindeer year. Exactly now is autumn, and after autumn is coming autumn winter, and then it's coming winter, and then it's coming spring winter, and then coming spring, and then it's coming spring summer, and so
and so in here the weather changed so much, and we cannot say that now it's this is Ruska season, which is very popular in Finland. I wanted to show also in the back, or maybe we can show the other one, what you use for the
this is from birch.
So it's a very natural one to hold it, because it helps to get the better sound out of it.
And this is not heavy.
No, it's not. It's easy. Even though it's so big, you can hold it very easily. But you have one special drum over here.
Oh, careful!
It doesn't go. It doesn't go. This drum belongs to the IKEA son. And here I have used, but bigger one.
Yeah, the huge one actually. So this drum is made totally different way, and this is to cherish your grandfather.
Yeah.
And this is a pure wood.
Yeah.
But still the structure is the same. That there is a air inside, so the sound.
The sound is. Yeah, it's like guitar.
Yeah.
It's like a.
It's a Lappish guitar.
And these are some symbols from.
Would you like to tell why it's only few symbols here? Because I know this story, but it depends on the rain.
They put this shaman. Can you take? To court,
Yeah.
And they wanted to know what kind of symbols you have here. Who has teach him to use drum? He said it his father. He explained it only few symbols. So he said that I don't speak anymore.
Yeah, so he had a drum where was a lot of symbols, but because he doesn't want to reveal all his secrets to the jury or the court, he started to explain, but he told only those few, which one Irene decided to paint on this special drum of hers. So this is not the drum of your grandfather, but it's for him. You made it for his memory. Yeah, so this is a big meaning for you.
Yes.
And maybe we can tell also what you used to play it, the stick.
Normally it was hammer from reindeer antler.
Somehow.
Alex, can you bring a hammer?
Just a second.
I can bring it, okay. You can tell about that one.
Which one?
The black.
No, he will not find it. It's a man. They will never find anything, Irene.
Why are you so
Because it's
mean?
here.
Don't be so mean.
It will take you hours.
This is
No worries, continue.
This is very traditional hammer.
So this is reindeer antler made this. The sound is very
quite hard.
Yes, hard.
Therefore I make this kind of.
So this is a wooden stick with some
reindeer leather.
Yes, and some soft.
Inside is reindeer leather because I don't want to waste anything. So.
Okay, everything is very sustainable here. So, and as you can hear, probably the sound is different. 10
years ago, one musician asked, "Can you make softer?"
Okay, so it was not from the beginning, like you said in the beginning of the videos that you're making those hornworks and drums for 40 years. 40, yeah. So in the beginning you use only this one, but then when you have a collaboration with a musician, you
they ask, "Can you make softener?"
That's much better. In terms if you want to hear the sound.
A little bit practical. But that if children play, they cannot broken it. You know?
Yeah, this is too hard material. This is much softer. That is cool. So that's what you've been asking a lot, like to meet Irene and to show her drums. So we had those, and Irene is actually making a lot of different shapes drums. We have from mini baby to baby size and to large. Yeah, the one we played before was a huge one. It's custom made. So this is if you wanted this one, we need to negotiate it separately, but then we have a large drums in our store, so it's possible.
And to me, when I make shaman drums, the main point is not that I earn money. No, my main point is that I want to tell from this traditional relation from nature to people and share this very wise knowledge to people, you know.
That people can see the meaning of the drums, and then how important it is for locals, and that astonish how beautiful it is.
Because when I don't have any drums here in the workshop, I feel that I am not safe, you know. Then I start to make drums, then I'm more safe. Yeah. So to me it's you know, very important meaning.
And they look amazing and they feel amazing. Like I saw some of the drums in souvenir shops, and unfortunately they don't look good and they don't look nice, and then, you feel that there is no like big meaning under it, that people just made it for money.
No, that is not my point.
Yeah, and it's kind of shame for me, because there is such big history behind of those drums, and some I don't know. I don't feel connection for those, but for this one, it's and you see the details, and
I painting this by hand, you know.
So that's why each one looks a bit different. There is no two the
they
same.
They are unique, like we are. That
each drum is unique. It's true. And you use different colors. Is it?
Yes. Excuse me. In October, November, December, when we don't have much light, then I make colorful.
Okay.
And in summer, spring, when we have sun is shining more and more, then I make it not so colorful. So
we had at some point I remember we had several drums which was more in black colors, but then I do remember you had those fisherman's drums which has a lot of colors into it and fish and stuff, so it was nice.
And if my drums give to some people like happiness, or if they sing something and they can, you know, the sound.
Yeah,
I'm very happy if they can keep people, you know, that if they keep people can enjoy them.
That's nice. And we have like Ginger. I'm not sure if she's watching now or not, but she get the drum from you, and she sent us a very lovely video where she was taking the drum to a special place for her near the river, and she played it there. And she said in the video you heard that she wanted to hear how the drum sounds in the nature.
Yeah.
So most of the people who had your drums, they do had a special connection to them. So that's the point. That's like why we like to have them and to give it to people, because it's something special for you. It's special for us, and we actually met with Irene more than 10 years ago, probably.
Yeah.
And
time is running so fast.
Yeah, and one of the reasons when we met her, we wanted to have our wedding with Alex, and we wanted to have something special for us, because you told also about the happiness.
Yeah.
And there is a special symbol, happiness. Irene has it on her neck. I have it on mine. It's not actually a big coincidence, because we asked her to make something special for Alex and me for our wedding, and she suggested this Oni in Finnish and happiness symbol. And when we had a wedding, we didn't have rings, but we exchanged those happiness. I give him mine and he gives him mine.
So if you let me read a few comments from here. So we have Tommy, still from Shanghai, saying, yes, I have one kuksa with me here in Shanghai and at home and drink coffee from it. We have Sirpa saying that such a beautiful handicraft, I love the knives and the kuksa cups. We have Valentina from Moscow saying that, oi, I know the yoiks, because we were drumming the drum recently, and you were saying about the yoik songs, and Valentina says that she loves to listen to them and to meditate. And also Valentina has a question. She's asking which wooden thing is the most popular with tourists. So if you can answer this kind of question for us. Which wooden thing is the most popular with tourists?
Kooksa.
Yeah, because I think a lot of people heard about it, so they know a lot of...
And this knife too, you know? This is pocket knife.
The pocket fruit knives, yeah.
And one moment.
I know that at least for us, a lot of people ask about the Kooksa.
Yeah.
And then especially, a lot of people heard about the name of Kooksa, and when you tell the story that it's local and Lappish and made from this type of wood, then even more interested usually is in a Kooksa, because they feel also like with the drums that there is something special.
Yes, and when I go to the forest, I take my own Kooksa. This summer I picked 100 kilos 100 kilos cloudberries
And
cloudberries. This
yeah, and blueberries. You tell.
about 80. No, I don't. I make blueberry juice over 100 liters by steaming.
Yeah, the berries are very close to us, and
Nature is my supermarket.
Yeah, and
Maybe I pushed something.
any cameras working or none?
Let me see.
Is this that we time to stop?
Yeah,
No, it's not the time to stop.
Not
It's just yeah, now we're working. I've accidentally pushed one of the buttons.
And then
We're back.
there is several wooden parts what you can use, because usually the Kooksa is made from the birch gnarl, as we showed it before, and then Irene used a lot of
this is roots from willow growing underworld. I mean roots.
yeah, so this is something what you dig from the ground, and then it looks like this.
Coral.
Yeah, coral, and then if you cut it, you will see the nice structure inside.
And here I have very special knife.
Made of the...
I want to show the Shaman Picture.
Where we show it, Alex?
Just right.
Just right, okay.
Can people see it?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So Mother Nature has done. If you look very carefully, there is a face.
Oh, that's cool. So...
Oh, I see it. I see the face.
So it's shaman face. Sorry, because I cannot see the
eyes and mouth and nose.
Okay, I see. Yeah.
And when my husband cleaning fish with this knife, he started smiling.
That's cute. Yeah.
So
this is your personal knife.
Yeah. So no, and they are friends. So I mean, if we look very carefully, what kind of materials we have in Lapland nature, we have very, very interesting material.
I know that you use almost anything you can find in the forest too for the... I even saw once that you had the skin of the fish and you colored it with the blueberries.
Yeah. And one moment.
Thank you.
I want to show my friend from Underworld if you want to see.
Oh! We have something special coming up, guys.
He is my friend from Underworld.
Oh! So this is made from the root?
It's from wood.
Yeah.
So in Underworld we have this kind of little Maahinen.
Mahinen.
Yeah, look.
He does look like
Yeah.
some creature from Underworld.
Mm.
That's cool. So Irene used everything to make something special.
You must keep your eyes open. You can find it.
You can find anything anywhere.
So
do we have any more questions what we might answer or?
Not yet.
Okay,
You
because
can
I
continue.
think we're kind of going slowly but steadily for the closure, but
I want to show something.
Well, we've only been for 45 minutes, so
it's very short for you.
it's very short. Yes.
I want to show one of my painting.
Is it yours?
Yes, I have had art exhibition, and this means that the world is more like a raisin.
Oh, okay. We can show it maybe here.
I mean that connection. World is very small.
Yeah, everything
There are
is
people
connected.
from Australia, Hong Kong,
Russia,
Michigan, Denmark.
Yeah, so people are watching from everywhere.
World is very small nowadays.
And some people already met you before, so.
Yes, I am very happy that.
Yeah. So Irene, in normal times, I don't know, now it's a bit Corona time, so we're not sure what's happening, but usually Irene has these workshops. You can book it and meet Irene, and she will. Oh, it was the reindeer antler. You can meet Irene and hear her stories and then do some handicrafts.
Yes, and what is very important, you can visit in our home, local Lappish life.
Yeah, Irene lives around 20 kilometers away from Rovaniemi.
I mean, this home.
Yeah. So
20, about 15 minutes.
Yeah, and she has this workshop where we are now, and her house actually is over there across
12 meters.
12 meters from here. So they are living in forest environment close to Rovaniemi, but they have a house and workshop almost in the same place, and it's very popular during the season, but this year probably it would be a lot of time to enjoy the forest life.
Alex, can I ask something from people?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, can you ask, I'm very interesting, what kind of memories people who have been here, what kind of memories, what they remember from our place? Can you ask?
Yes. So the question is, what kind of memories do you all people have if you have visited Irene? What comes first into your mind? So I think they heard you the first times, but
I mean the people who have been here.
yes, I understand. We do have another question from Valentina from Moscow. She's asking, how can I buy these wonderful handicrafts online? And you have two choices. You can either contact Irene directly, and basically now it's a good time to present her site. It's hornwork.fi over here. New site is coming, but this is hornwork.fi. You can find info on several languages, also in Russian, by the way, but we will see the English one just in case, and you can contact Irene directly if you want some custom-made souvenirs made by her. This is her phone, this is her email, so you can do that. And another choice that you can go to our aurorashop.fi, where you can find some handicrafts made by Irene. And for example, we have let me just find the right lifestyle and handmade, exactly. So here we have mostly the products which made by Irene and her husband Ari. We have also a product from some other Finnish handicrafts people, but they're mainly by Irene over here. And we have a few drums of the Irene's in stock. Not very many. Some of them are out of stock already, but you can find some of the products here on aurorashop.fi. And we have worldwide shipping. And I think after today's show, we will bring some more products of Irene's. Yes, we will bring some more products of Irene back home. So this is the answer to the question. And we have some more questions. Let me switch to our screen. We have.
Second, can we about the products?
Yes, of course.
Because we
just such a second. Just changing the mics to you girls.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, because about the products, we met with Rent a few days ago, and we just discussed what else we can bring to the store, and that is what I took from Irene, and it's going to be
Amulet.
Yes, this is amulet made from the reindeer horn. Oh. Yeah, we can take it out, and
this is this symbol
this
is from Shaman Drum Health.
Yeah, so we are going to edit, if Alex gives me the photos, we are going to edit today. We already took the photos in our backyard. We have a nice small forest, not as big as yours, but still. So this is reindeer horn with a health as symbol. We also took one with happiness, Oni, and then a few with the reindeers and strengths, yeah,
Aurora.
and yeah, this one, the one we are going to bring today. Can you switch the camera?
Yes.
Thank
there
you.
go.
So this is what's coming new, and I also have today some more stuff which I'm interested in to take. You have the big symbol with a reindeer horn with a drum symbol. Last time I haven't saw it for some reason. Probably it was here. So everything is possible to find there in the aurorashop.fi.
Here we have a close-up of the postcard. It was better actually before. Now it's worse, Julia. If you could put it the same place, yes.
Okay.
So here we have the close-up of the drawing that Irene made, and we can also show some other close-ups with this camera over here, or this one, actually.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So you had some more questions, you told.
Questions. So Valentina is saying thank you so much. I guess she's talking about the answer that we presented her, and we have another comments. Filippo, my friend Filippo, with whom I went hunting for Northern Lights, is asking, does she have any Instagram or Facebook page? And he's saying that's lovely work.
Yes, excuse me. I started to use Instagram about 1 month ago. So yes, there's a Kangas. One moment. Where's my phone?
I can bring.
Yes, and then in Facebook I am with my name. We are not in Facebook with our. But in Instagram, excuse me, I'm 60 years and I try to use this, the social media. So
They're developing so fast nowadays.
If you tell me the name, I will bring it up here.
Kangasniemi Hornwork.
Kangasniemi Hornwork.
The same one.
Kangasniemi
Hornwork, all small letters.
Hornwork.
Together.
Let's see. So let me show you Irene's Instagram. Yes, Kangasniemi Hornwork is the new Instagram account by Irene, and you can see her wonderful products here. Congratulations going into Instagram. Now we can tag you, and you have wonderful pictures here.
And then Irene, and then I have Kangasniemi Irene in other. What is my?
It's your personal account. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that all of you guys are already on Instagram, so you can find Irene's account there, and Irene can tell about her other accounts on the Instagram.
Facebook?
In Facebook I read my name, Irene Kangasniemi.
Okay, Irene Kangasniemi. So let me read a few more comments here because we have a few coming now. Cool. Tommy from Shanghai is asking, I know this year will be hard for Lapland tourism because of this thing, and I want to wish a power to survive in the special time. First thing that I will do when I come visit Finland will be a journey to Lapland. So
nice.
Tommy is sending our regards from Shanghai. We have Anya and Jane with questions. So we go with Anya's question first. Anya is answering your question. What comes to mind after travel to Lapland? So she's answering the question what comes to her mind after traveling to Lapland, not to your place, but to Lapland. And she says, the answer is this: beautiful, unspoiled nature, open landscapes, and most important, lovely local people. And the people respecting and living so close with nature. That's why I moved to Lapland. So that's it's been a trick question. So Anya moved to Lapland because of that. But we have a question regarding the material from Jane. Why is birch your wood of choice? And give me a second to switch the mic, please.
Why birch is our choice?
I don't think it's even a choice. It's just we have a lot of birch around.
Yes, because birch is the best material to make for use with knife or kuksa and some other words. Because this is very dry
and strong.
Because if we compare pine tree, in pine tree is hearts, pihka. What is,
small parts which make it difficult to cut?
No.
Pihka is this yellow thing that drips from terva.
No.
Yes, and
like
and tar.
So, yeah.
Tar is the one which is black, but pihka.
Pihka is that yellow.
Yellow, yeah.
Let me search online what is.
I try to remember.
Pihka.
And actually,
they're saying it's resin or gum.
Gum
that is coming from the tree.
So, but basically, you're not even using the tree itself. The preferable material that people like to use from birch is this boor or gnarl, which is growing on top of it.
Gnarl is very rare material, so we don't go to the forest and cut this. No. People who working in forest, when they see this kind of material, they know, in Kangasniemi workshop they need this, so they bring this material to us.
So, and you like this boor or gnarl because it's even stronger than the normal wood is.
This is, yes, very, very strong.
So, if you make a cup from the birch tree, it would look a bit different. The color would be even, probably, and then it's not so strong. And after you pour some hot drinks inside, it might crack actually.
Yeah.
But if you use this type of birch cancer or boor, then because of the strong material, it will last forever. So that's why the birch boor is a preferable material, because it's really strong, has a nice color, and you can use it for food, for hot drinks, and it will never happen anything to it. It has a lifetime guarantee almost. Irene had something in mind.
Something new to show us.
Oh, yes, this is
Again, I told you that Lappish handicraft is practical.
Yeah, this is even more practical than Kooksa or knife, because it's a Kooksa knife.
Kooksa knife.
So, yeah, we can show it like this to there. Yep. Kooksa, everybody has a Kooksa if they go to the forest, and everybody's supposed to have a knife, so why not to combine?
And three values what we have here. First, Lappish handicraft is practical, practical value. Other is aesthetic value, well done.
Yeah.
And people who coming here to make something with their own hands, then we service emotional value. I have done this from these traditional ecological materials from Lapland nature. That is our point.
That's what everybody should looking for in their environment, to use as much of local material and as often as possible, and not to make any waste, but to use it up to the last piece, so everything is in use, unless to produce something new and then just to go to throw it away. So local peoples like Irene prefer to do like this, and I think Irene is nowadays the sustainable stuff is very popular, but you've been living whole life like this even before it started to be a trend, guys. So you have very minimal use of plastic around you, and you like to use natural stuff. And that's what people do here, around here.
And the most important that I love to make handicraft with my hands, you know. That is, when I make something, it is one piece of my soul when I put here, you know.
If you guys look around, what you can see in the camera, everything is ran by her own hands. And I remember like when we came in April or somewhere, when already was Corona, and he was like, oh, I just want to make this bag from the leather because I just want to make it. He just had a passion now to do something sew, and you just like it. It's very cool.
Guys, we have a question from Eddie from Australia. I know, sorry, Eddie was asking for Irene's Instagram, and I've put it also in the comments below in this chat.
Okay.
And we have a question from Warren. He's saying, sorry if this has been asked before, but how long does it take to make one kuksa? It's a very strong, hard wood.
That's true.
Excuse me. That is quite a difficult question, because we don't take time when we start to make something. Normally we don't watch, even I don't have clock. But it is, if you think about it like this, first we must, my husband must work this, make a hole here, and cooking this 24 hours and wait when it dry.
Salt water,
like a seawater. Then he must wait minimum 2 weeks before he start to make this, you know.
To dry out.
Or it can be many years. And then I think that make one kuksa from begin to end, if you, the whole process, maybe it takes 2 days minimum.
So it's very time consuming.
Yeah.
And what about the drums?
Oh, I never take time when I make drum. When I start to make drum, I don't take time. It's very difficult, Lappish people, to take time. You know, because time is like in big world. We want to live like a Mother Nature time, you know. So I don't want to take time when I make something. It's total strange to me.
But in general, the steps to make the drum is to make this leather, the piece what we have here. Then you need to put it on this round shape, and it needs pretty long time to be there. I don't ask how many, but I mean this will be time consuming probably when you strain it on the shape and you leave it to dry and to sit there. And I have missed the coloring process also.
If I think generally one drum, I mean the rain drum like this, I think painting, so difficult.
But
few days.
few days, but you never do it probably like from one.
No.
You do it when you want.
Yes,
you have special feeling.
Yes, I need special feeling, and sometimes when I make the drums, I am not even in this world, if you understand.
So this is very. It's not like you have a factory here of producing stuff. It's more like they do it when they feel like, and then when they have material, because sometimes it might be problem with material. Like we have Kooksas, what we have in our store, the family what you recommended from the Kooksa Ekoivuma, you recommended them. They had some trouble in spring to get this bull, because it was like they didn't have any more left in their place, and their suppliers also doesn't have it. They could not find it, so it took several months until they can get the material.
Yes, and people have done Kooksa 10,000 years in Lapland, you know.
Yeah,
I mean that.
It's.
I mean this material.
Yeah. So it's very time consuming, and it's made from the heart, so it's difficult to put a number on it, but it's not easy, guys. And it's the result is very nice. So What else? You actually make also some small stuff, like not only these fruit knives, but also the knives for cheese. If people want to have something local and fun, let's see. Because I know that we have them.
We actually have some comments from France, from Coco. She's saying to you in French, "Vous avez des mains d'or, madame. Respect." And she basically means that you have hands of gold, madame. And she's sending you the respects. So maybe people from France or other cheese-loving countries, well, I certainly love cheese myself, so would appreciate these products. Let's show them on the close-up here.
So this
So this is a cheese knife, this is cake or pizza knife, and this is cheese slicer. And Irene used reindeer polished, and then this is unpolished. Yeah. And she did these drawings herself.
yes.
So this is just a small stuff, a small reminder of Lapland if you visited it or you want to visit it. So this is very nice, and they're like those stuff. Everything you can use at home, but those you definitely can use each day for any occasion. And Irene is searching for something else. Oh, we have reindeer antlers all around us. So the spoon. Yeah, you showed me 2 days ago this. This is Birch knarl.
So we don't want to waste anything. This is like a new idea. Finnish people drink 10 kilos coffee per person a year, and Lappish people 30. So this is for coffee.
For measuring coffee to put in this
and
coffee
this
machine.
This is, this wood, and this is reindeer antler here. So.
So this is a combination of two materials. Yeah, you can also, if you have feeling itchy, you can also
like
use it.
Baby size. And then one more. I must make this more. This is earring, like a kuksa.
So cute.
Yeah, there's a good spot. This is a small Kooksa earring.
I've never seen anything like that.
Yes, and we make very small. And what is the idea? This beautiful ecological material, they give inspiration to us. So when we see some material, we think about it. We don't want to throw that away. So we think about it, what we can do,
Yeah, and I see you can do a lot actually, because I just noticed again that you have buttons on made from the reindeer horn. Also, you have all over you the stuff you made yourself from the reindeer horn, and that's how people here do.
Can I show the back from sealskin?
Yes, sure.
I know you. I mean, you need to take it down because it's too high.
Yes.
Looks warm and fat.
So I use reindeer leather many ways, but here this is very good. For example, how we make cooperation with Inuits in Greenland. So they still hunting seals, but they hunting seals that they have food. If they hunting one seal, the whole village can live 1 week with this meat, and then they make this kind of leather. So the leather is not point, the wood is point. So we support this kind of traditional lifestyle because then I can make back.
Like here, the reindeer is also the best protein supply for people, and it's reindeers much easier for them to live here than for the cows. So people for many hundreds of years use reindeer for food because there is no much options. Oh, sorry, this is probably mine.
I will get it. You can continue to talk.
Okay, so that's how locals do. They find them. They use some local animals and fur and leather and bones and antlers, everything to produce some good stuff.
Yeah.
So I think this is the same bag what we saw in April when you was making. You said that you had some
I made this in April. Yeah.
Yeah. We came to pick up some drums or something, and then you told that you have you want, like, you have some need to make something to stitch something, and you did this once.
Yeah.
That's how Irene do stuff, and you're asking about time. It's not possible to tell the time. It's you do when you want.
Yes, it depends. Yeah, and this is I use, for example, when we can get antler. My husband started to make antler work. It depends from the season. Before you told me that, you know, this we can get.
The reindeer
This we can get in springtime.
Yeah. So in springtime you get it, and then you use it for the rest of the year, and then again in the spring you get a new supply.
Yeah.
For the antlers, it's
after the honeymoon.
After the honeymoon, so it's going to be soon the season to get their
October.
Yeah, and actually, in theory, people can go to the forest and find the reindeer antlers.
That is very good question. Normally, not. Because sometimes, Arctic animals eat this antler. They can get calcium, kalium, magnesium. They eat it. Even reindeer eat antlers sometimes, that they can get calcium back.
So that's why we never found it.
Yeah, because Arctic animals eat this. If I put this outside when squirrels coming, they eat that immediately.
I was wondering, because I knew that they the reindeers drop their horns, but I never found anyone. So
because
that's why
Arctic animals need this.
I did found a few very high in the mountains, like in Utsjoki, and then at Käyrästunturi, like a very wild place.
Yeah.
Nowhere else.
Yeah.
That explains it.
And when did you get the leather? Can you get what's a time period when you can get the leather?
Reindeer leather. Normally, excuse me, I hope that you understand that we cannot keep all reindeers alive. They suffer from hunger, you know.
Yeah. In Lapland there is around 200,000 reindeers, and it's regulated population, and it's only because it's difficult for them to get food if there is more.
People selling reindeer meat. So reindeer leather I can get October, November, December.
Yeah, it depends
January.
on when the winter starts.
Yeah.
Because the reindeers live in the forest, and once a year they've been collected to special poro erotus. So it's reindeer. I don't know how to translate erotus, but it's special day in the year when farmers collect the reindeers in place, and they select which animals are better for life or recreation, and which one is better to use for meat, for fur, and like the same animal have been used for everything. It's not like, I don't think ever they kill reindeers just for leather or something. It's always like
food.
So food, and then not to waste the product, they use the leather and fur for them other purposes. So for here, it's a way to make a life, like to have meat and some supplies. It's not just for fun. It's never reindeer never is killed for fun, and it's
never.
And it's not possible to hunt for reindeer because the reindeers a reindeer belongs to someone in here.
Only for moose.
Only for moose, but very, very regulated, and it's a very small amount of moose what can be killed each year. So it's also very complicated. Alex has some.
Yes, we have some new comments here in the chat. So first of all, Tommy is saying goodbye to us. I guess he's busy, want to go to work, but he's saying definitely next time he will come to Rovaniemi to visit our Aurora shop, to visit Irene. Well, you can visit Irene here at the Kangasniemi estate, but our Aurora shop is only online now. We don't have a physical store anymore. We are only operating online at aurorashop.fi. And the next comment we have from Valentina exactly about the shop. She's saying, I'm surfing Aurora shop now, so cool, I want to buy everything. Well, leave something for the other folks. Actually, on this camera we have now, you can see the house that Irene has been talking about. So it's now there on the background. So the house is outside. And the next comments come from Sirpa. She's saying, I love the coffee spoons. So the one that you just showed. So yeah, exactly. This one, she loved those. And she has a question. The question is, I have one Kooksa cup. Should I treat it somehow before use? So that is the question we want to answer to.
Where Sirpa is from?
Sirpa. I don't know where Sirpa. I do not know where Sirpa is from. I don't remember. Maybe she.
English.
Sirpa uses English.
Sirpa is Finnish first name.
Yeah, because we wondered because Sirpa sounds like a Finnish name. So there is a whole tradition for the Kooksa, what you can do before first use.
Yeah, I cannot unfortunately find where Sirpa is from. Maybe she will answer that in the comments. But I do have the wooden Kooksa, Australia. Sirpa is from Australia, having a Finnish name. Are you originally from Finland, Sirpa, or are you like a descendant from Finnish people? Please tell us. We're curious to know. But I have here in my hand the wooden Kooksa treatment. The Kooksa received its patinated finish as follows. Once you have finished your coffee and the cup is dry, take the damp and warm coffee powder from either the filter bag or pan and place in the Kooksa. With your thumb, press and rub the coffee bean fat to fill the open pores of the wood. Tap the cup to remove the excess coffee powder. Repeat a few times. The Kooksa is only a hygienic, quote-unquote, and run in, quote-unquote, once its interior is sufficiently black. You should not wash the Kooksa with washing powder. Rinse with water if necessary. The taste of salt and wood of the Kooksa disappears after a few uses. So basically you would rub in some of the coffee powder inside.
Leaves.
Okay. Rub in some coffee powder or tea leaves. That's what Irene suggests.
To infuse.
Back to you, girls.
Yes, to infuse the fat of the coffee into the cup. But I think the Sirpa was asking a bit more about the first use. You know, when Finnish
this is about first use.
yeah, but also there is other tradition.
Oh, tell us about that.
You probably know this one too.
Just a second.
Yeah.
Just a second. We have an answer from Sirpa. Yes, born in Helsinki, been back to Finland a few times, Lapland once. So she's originally from Helsinki, living in Australia and watching us from down under. So switching the mic back to you girls.
Yeah, so as I heard, like before first use, you pour some strong alcohol.
No, never. Oh,
never.
this is
okay.
We don't use alcohol. So here in Kooksa, it is some kind of story.
Oh, okay.
Because, for example, if you put here, for example, whiskey, there is some kind of that it can be broken. So we don't use alcohol with Kooksa.
Okay.
The alcohol you drink
yourself from okay.
Because
why is that? Because I
because
did
in
use alcohol with my Kooksa.
you have used.
Yes, it didn't broke.
Okay,
Didn't break.
Because we heard so many times when even like Finnish people who use Kooksa for a long time, they said that they pour this. Okay.
We are talking about the baptizing of Kooksa with alcohol, which is a popular story. And actually Tommy from Shanghai is saying, I baptize my Kooksa with rum.
Wow, baptize is okay, but not use, all the time,
No, we was talking not all the time, but for the first time, because we heard that it will kind of infuse the flavor, if you wish, and they'll also clean kind of the inside in case some people are concerned that might be, because it's wood, it might be something there. But we can settle on the one point definitely, that never use soap for the Kooksa, because then you will destroy the beautiful wood and flavor.
Cells can open.
Yeah. So
even it is strong.
Yeah, so never use soap for it. That it's like hot water, coffee beans, coffee powder,
tea leaves.
Tea leaves. It's the best way to clean the Kooksa and to keep it pure and alive.
One moment. I'm running out of time.
No, it's okay. We've been prepared for this. Questions?
Maybe we can start wrapping things up slowly, and if it's okay with you girls, maybe we can do a little drumming on the drum to have some sound element on our podcast, and also we will go through Irene's contact details and Instagram account for those who are just joining.
Before we leaving?
Yeah.
So this is fish leather.
Yeah.
I mean, when I go to the forest, I take this bag with me. This is backpack from reindeer leather. Then tadam, tadam. Very traditional bag for coffee. No traditional shape is round, not like a corner.
Yeah.
So and this is soft because there is no metal in this bag.
So it can
Coffee.
softly go in. Okay, let's see what else.
Sugar, little bit smaller, and salt.
So this is how Irene storage her essentials for the forest. And you have also
Tadam, for coffee.
You have a very bright one. We
Yeah,
have totally
because
dark one.
we have dark one outside. But
Because first of all they look in the first they look like this, but after the use they are totally black.
and then Kooksa, my husband Kooksa. Here you can see, patin,
How long have been you using this one? Oh, this Kooksa we need to show in this camera. This Kooksa is actually the same age that I am.
Okay.
This is the year when I was born, 1989.
Knife.
In case someone's interested. Yeah, knife. Never anybody would go to the forest without a knife in here, and not because there is a lot of animals in there, but which can be harmful, but because you need some tools to have with you to do some stuff.
Without knife, I'm naked in forest.
So girls, maybe we can wrap things up with a little bit of drumming, and we have also a question from Eddie. He's asking, what is the history or main purpose of drumming in Lapland? So maybe you can answer this shortly, because we already answered that. What is the history or main purpose of drumming in Lapland? So maybe we can go through that shortly, and we can end our stream with some nice drumming. Yes, Eli.
Sorry.
Mietitään vielä suomeksi. Eli hän kysyy, että mikä on
rummutuksen päätarkoitus tai historia. Miksi rummutettiin?
Yeah. Yes. Että mä ymmärsin sen kysymyksen.
So
people drum, and the sound is like, if we think our heart,
it's a kind of beating of the heart.
And then before I told you the joikku, the joikku, the traditional singing.
Traditional drum singing.
The first meaning to drumming, and with these symbols are very important meaning, that someone went to trance better, it's more easy to go to trance because it's very sometimes it's very monotonic, If you think about nowadays, what is very monotone, very
monotone sound.
So, did you understand?
Yeah, so it's kind of very calming and soothing, and it brings you into this special meditation and concentration, so you can leave everything what is bothering you around and go somewhere deeper into your thoughts and connect to some spirits what might be around.
And this, like a. So it depends from the rhythm.
And it has very nice thick sound, the drums. The sound, especially when you play with this soft stick, it has very, very nice, and it's kind of fulfilling whole you. In case you hear, I'm not sure how Mike picking up the sound, but it's really, really like deep, and it's kind of going through you. So maybe we just will finish on this beautiful.
Yeah, maybe we'll just
Note.
can you just play for like a minute?
A little
we can
bit.
hear the pure sound of the drum.
So thank you everyone for watching, and it was a pleasure to meet you, Irene, again. We meet with you so many times already, and it's always nice, and I always will learn something new, so that is very cool. And would you like to say something for
people all over the world? I wish you a nice day. Here in Lapland, sun is shining, and we have very colorful nature here. I hope that in future you can visit here in this nice part of world.
So welcome to here to Lapland, and say hello to Irene or Ari.
Yes.
No, I mean, if you're here, just come and visit her, because it's a very nice treatment here. So.
And if you don't want to use normal aeroplane, you can use Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. It's very cold but very fast.
Yeah, so this is a possibility how to travel.
And very ecological travel.
Yeah, and send us in the comments some nice thoughts about this video. And also Irene had a question before. She asked that if you have been already to Lapland and visited her, please write there what is your memories from this visit. Yeah. Irene will check the comments herself and see what you are saying, because it's always nice to hear some feedback from people who've been here. So okay.
Alright guys, hope you can hear me well now. To wrap things up, we are very thankful to you, Irene, for letting us inside your home once again and being able to show the world how great work you do here. In order for you to know more about Irene, please do the following. Please visit her site, which is hornwork.fi, and here you will find her contact details, her phone number, or preferably contact Irene by email if you want some custom products made for you and shipped to you. Or another possible place to find Irene's products are at our Aurora shop, which is aurorashop.fi, and we have worldwide shipping and quite a few of Irene's products here on stock, and even more after today. And go find Irene's Instagram, which is shown here on this screen, which is Kangasniemi Hornwork. I will certainly put a link after this live video is over, but that you can start following Irene's life and work there online. So from all of us, thanks a lot for watching, and we'll surely be back with some more stuff, more interesting guests and interesting places from Lapland. Stay cool, we love you, bye bye.